Good morning and welcome to Tuesday's workout, level 2 workout for muscle maintenance with InShape Fitness. I'm Kim Watkins, your trainer. What a mouthful. That's a lot of introduction. It's a level 2 workout. That's all you need to know. Just shake off your cobwebs right now and get yourself ready to get warmed up. We're going to do a slightly more challenging workout than we did yesterday with those super fundamental moves that we started with yesterday. We're going to build on those same 6 moves, do them twice again today. First as an instructional set where I teach you exactly how to start, what form to take, how to move with precision, and then take it up to a flow set where you move from move to move really without stopping, except if you have to change positions. And it's a level 2, so it's a little bit harder, a little more aerobic, and a little more fun. So let's get started. Let's go ahead and jog in place for 30 seconds as part of our warm-up. That's the first warm-up move. We're going to do the same 2 warm-up moves all week long. So jog in place. Make sure that you're really kicking those feet back. Your shoulders are back and in line with your ears. Your chest is open. You're lifting your rib cage with your breath, and you are swinging your arms forward and back. 30 seconds is going, and we will do everything today for 30 seconds. It will take longer, of course, to do the first set because of the instruction that goes with it. So there's a break in between each of the moves in order to make sure that you get everything in position correctly and move correctly for these moves, which you presumably have heard some about before, hopefully, but may not do exactly the way that I instruct to do. And one of the cool things about the format that we take here is that, they're really short moves and short workouts, and that means that you need to really focus on your precision, your control, and that's where the efficiency equals the same results as if you were at the gym trying to do a workout for like an hour. Okay, you can stop moving, bring your feet together, toes and heels touching, squeeze all of the muscles in your legs, make sure that your tailbone is tucked in and you are actively performing Kegel exercises as you squeeze and scoop up your lower abdominal area, squeezing all of those tummy muscles. Bring your hands in front of your face. Your elbows should basically be at your chin level, and you're going to press your palms together, press your forearms together, and hold this position for a couple seconds. 30 seconds is going, by the way. Now you're going to lift both arms up at the same time. Keep the palms, no air should go between your palms. You want to press them like cemented together from fingertip all the way down to your elbow. Press up, or lift up rather. Don't let your elbows separate. And down. Another 15 seconds. Deceptively challenging upper body movement, which gets everything going in terms of your blood flow to your shoulders and to your arms, to your hands, warms up your back, and you are done. Okay, yesterday we did a high knee march. Today we're going to do alternating forward kicks. So same move as the high knee march where you're lifting your knees up to hip level. Only in this case, you're going to lift up your right knee to hip level and then flex your foot and kick that foot out. Then bend the leg and put the leg back down. Then lift the left knee up, flex the foot, then bend the leg and put the foot back down. And really focus on the flexing of the foot part, because that really activates the back of the leg, getting you sort of that power. If you were to kick through like a wall with your heel in kickboxing, you'd want that heel to touch, to make the connection first, right? Let's start the time now. So 30 seconds, take your time, especially in the beginning. Move slowly, real control. You want a smooth transition as your foot is extended, your knee is locked, then you bend the leg and put the foot back down in the same position that you started. And we will be adding a squat to this in subsequent days. I won't tell you if it's tomorrow because I don't want you to just think, oh no, I'm not going to do it tomorrow because there's a squat. But you will be doing some other sort of components with this type of move, which is why when you put your foot back down, you really want to make sure that you put your foot back down in the right place. You've got 5 more seconds, by the way. 30 seconds goes so fast. And finish the one you're on. Very nice, very nice. Okay, now you're going to do a walkout. We did yesterday a walkout plank, so you're going to put your hands on the floor, walk all the way out to push-up position where your shoulders are vertically in line with your hands. Today you're going to do a walkout Spider-Man. So once you get out to that position, you're going to bring your right knee around to the side, laterally around to the side. Try and touch your right knee to your right elbow. Then extend the leg back, And then do the same thing with the left knee. And then walk your hands back and stand all the way up. If you do 3 of these in 30 seconds, which I'm starting right now, I will be very impressed. Very impressed indeed. So get it going. And again, the point is not to do a certain number of repetitions, but to sustain an elevated heart rate for a particular amount of time and build strength moves and agility and flexibility and balance and all these other things into the elapsed time along with that elevated heart rate to get a total body workout that gets you out of the gym. I'm telling you, I haven't been inside, well, I've been inside a gym because I'm a trainer in New York City and I train people in gyms sometimes in private gyms in buildings, apartment buildings, but I have not worked out in a gym in 20 years almost. Okay, now we're going to do a stationary lunge. So yesterday, what we did was a modified lunge where you only bent your knees about halfway down. What I want you to do today is take that big step out with your right leg. Make sure both feet stay perfectly forward. You know, you don't want your toes to turn out, or your heels rather to turn in. Take a big step out with the right leg. Now bend both knees so that you make 90-degree angles, and so that that back leg, the left lower leg, is parallel to the floor. You don't want to, you can touch your knee to the floor, but gently. Then lift up, lower down. Lift up. This is going to be for 15 seconds, and then we'll switch sides. And time is going, so get your butt moving, lowering your body, torso straight down. You don't want to lean forward, collapsing at your waist. You want to keep the back straight. And you've got 5 more seconds. Very good. And switch sides. So now step back to start, and then make that big step out with your left leg. Same thing, 15 seconds, time starts now. Nice. Keep it going. Almost finished, 5 seconds. Good. Okay, now you're going to go down to the floor. Yesterday we did that lounge chair kick where you were resting on your forearms and kicking your feet. Today you're going to be in tabletop position and kick your feet. Right? So tabletop position is where your hands are on the floor next to your, basically directly underneath your shoulders, and your feet are on the floor hip width apart, and your body is in the air facing up. That's tabletop. Now, lift the right knee, kick out the right foot, put it back on the floor. Don't turn the toes out. Keep those feet straight. Pinky, toes, and heels in line. And time starts now, 30 seconds. Alternate feet. Keep it going. Don't slam the foot down. And make sure that the foot that remains on the floor, do not turn your toes up. Make sure that you press your toes into the floor. Allow your toes to do as much work as your heels, because your heels will try to absorb all that body weight, and what that translates to is all the body weight going to your lower back and your quad. You don't want that. You're done, by the way. Now lay down on the floor completely. Your head's on the floor, your back's on the floor, your hands are down by your sides, your knees are still bent, your feet are still on the floor, basically in the same position. Lift yourself up into the hip bridge that we did yesterday. Only today we're going to do a ballerina hip bridge. So lift those heels up. And 30 seconds starts now. Just holding this position, really focusing on keeping those toes down. Obviously they have to be down if your heels are up. If you need to lower your heels just to, reboot, if you will, feel free to do so, but try to sustain another 10 seconds up in that heel lifted position. Pretend you're in your, your highest stilettos. If you're a man, probably don't know what that means, or it feels like at least. Or maybe you do, but in any case, just lift those heels up as high as you can for 3 more seconds. Very good. One more move. We're going to do a bent knee crunch. So now bring your hands behind your head. Lift those feet up in the air, bent to 90 degrees. Scoop in those lower abs, in and up. And lift your head, your shoulders, and the top of your rib cage. Squeeze at the top and lower back down slowly. Time starts now. Very good. Really control the body. Look up at your ceiling. Don't curl and pull your head forward, but really focus on squeezing, lifting up, getting a little higher each time. You're more than halfway finished. Coming up on 10 seconds to go, and I'll count it down from 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. First set done. Stand on up for me. Take a sip of water, a couple deep breaths. We're going to start the second set. We're just past the 10-minute-and-a-half mark. So let's start the second set in 10 seconds. Remember, we're starting with the alternating forward kicks. One thing you might want to do is bring your hands up into like sort of kickboxing protection position. And 30 seconds starts now. The only reason I say that is because that forces your heart to elevate a little bit more. So, because your heart is having to push blood up your hands instead of letting it go down where your hands were on your hips before. Up to you. Totally up to you. You're halfway finished. But if you make a fist and protect your face, if you will, a kickboxing maneuver, that is slight added level of difficulty for this move. And of course, if you need to go back to the high knee march, that's fine. You've got 3 seconds though. Going right to the walkout Spider-Man. No stopping. Put your hands on the floor, walk out to push-up position, and 1 Spider-Man on the right, Spider-Man to the left. Walk your hands all the way back, stand all the way up, and right back down. Hands on the floor, walk out to push-up position. Right knee to the right elbow, straighten out. Left knee to the left elbow, straighten out. Walk those hands back, stand all the way back up. Again, hands on the floor, walk out to push-up position. Right knee to right elbow. Straighten yourself out. Keep breathing, by the way. Left knee to left elbow. Straighten yourself out and walk your hands back. Good job. Okay, let's do that stationary lunge. Right leg, big step forward. And for 15 seconds, bend both knees to 90 degrees. 15 seconds starts now. Keep that back straight. Hands on your hips or out to your sides if you need for balance. Do not collapse at your waist, and don't bang your knee on the floor. 5 more seconds till we switch. Good. And then just the other thing, go ahead and step back, take a big step out with your left leg. Make sure you don't turn your toes out. Do not let your toes turn out, or your heels, if you were, turn in. Very important for lunges. You want to keep that forward rear, it's hard to describe, but you really want to keep the motion in that one plane. You don't want to divert your body weight into auxiliary sort of areas, or auxiliary planes, if you will, of movement, because you could cause some damage. Okay, you're going to be down on the floor now into the tabletop position. I'll give you a couple seconds to get into that position. Hands on the floor, feet on the floor, knees are bent, hips up in the air, torso flat, and let's do some kicking. 30 seconds starts now. 3 moves left. You will be finished in less than 2 minutes. So keep it going. It's all downhill here from now because you don't have to switch positions again. And you've got 15 seconds left. The crab kicks are so great for you. Anytime you're in the tabletop position, it's actually one of my favorite ways to work out in terms of body weight exercises, because it's just so, your body is so unique, uniquely surprised by how it feels. And it's hard, but it's still cool. Okay, last 3 seconds. Now you're down on the floor completely. Your back's on the floor, hands by your sides, feet on the floor, still bent knees, and lift your hips up into the bridge. 30 seconds starts now. Go ahead and lift those heels up. Very good. Going to be just over the 15-minute mark today. And it's a Tuesday. Working your body as hard as we can up till Valentine's Day. 10 more seconds, by the way, in this position. So, it's worth the effort, right? Hopefully. And now the last move, bent knee crunch. Hands behind your head, feet in the air. 30 seconds. Go. Squeeze. Really scoop those lower abs. And isometrically contract the pelvic floor muscles. This is a fabulous time to do Kegels. If you scoop in and up, like sort of into, trying to like squeeze your abdomen up into your belly button, which your abdomen is actually above your belly button, but you know what I mean, like just sort of squeeze, bring your belly button and your spine kind of together in a higher place, kind of like in a pinnacle in the middle of your body. It's difficult to visualize. There are probably a lot of other pelvic floor experts that have better ways of describing it, but I would say that it is probably my favorite thing to remind people to do these days. I just love it. Okay, you're good. Good job. Congratulations. There's your Tuesday workout from In Shape Fitness. I'm Kim Watkins, and I will be back tomorrow for the level 3 difficulty workout. Please join me. And of course, if you have any questions about these moves, or any of our workout series, get in touch with me. I am around on Twitter and Facebook. InShape-fitness.com is our website. Don't be shy. We don't mind helping you out. All right? Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow.